Hi everyone, I'm Kira and I like to paint. Or at least I think I do. Sometimes I don't. It's really hard. Turns out I haven't even opened this thing yet. And I wanted to talk about the wrong way or the right way to learning art or to do art. Well, I'm talking more about the learning part of it. And art in general, not just painting. Fun fact, most of the time you spend painting is really just mixing the paint. Where is my... Anyways, so I started drawing maybe... Where did it go? Back in early high school. Maybe, no, I was like 7th grade when I started to get an interest in it. And in 7th grade, I was really just into anime. It was like the peak of me being into anime. And I wanted to be able to draw my favorite anime characters. And that's what I was doing for most of it. I was drawing anime characters. And then somewhere along the line, 8th to 10th grade, I kind of figured that I wanted to do more than just draw anime characters. But the thing is, I really spent from like 7th to most of 10th grade just copying images. And that, I would say, is not the way to learn how to draw or do art. If your sole reason is really just you want to be able to draw characters you like or just like copy them beautifully so you can not pay money to have your characters on your wall, or you don't want to print images off Pinterest because it looks nicer when you've drawn it yourself, then sure, you can do that. But if you want to pursue art like more professionally, or if you really want to be able to create something, then you're gonna have to, stop doing that. And now that I do like art a lot, I don't want to pursue it professionally, but I do like it as a hobby. I really wish that I was learning properly. And there are a lot of people I've met that still do the same things I've done. And again, I don't mind when you don't really have much of a purpose for it, but when you're really trying to learn, when you're really like, hey guys, this is my art, you can't do that when you just copy art. You can't copy a drawing and be like, hey guys, this is my art, because no, it is not. Like, a lot of people copy art and then call it their own. Now, there's a difference between referencing. Like, the Sailor Moon redraw is a very popular thing where people are basically copying the main pose and it being Sailor Moon, but also having their own style to it. And you don't learn how to draw with your own style. You don't develop your own style until you put one foot out and start drawing without relying on some other image. Now, once 10th grade ended, and this was pre-pandemic, I started drawing digitally. And I haven't really touched digital art when I was still a little baby artist copying anime characters and not learning much. And I'll see if I can find any pictures of it. But I was basically drawing really, really bad cats and tried to sell them on an app called Amino for Amino coins, which is virtual currency. I don't think I'd ever make real money off of that. Nor did I make any Amino coins out of it because no one really liked it. But yeah, at that period, I made a lot of artist friends, and I realized I wanted to do more than just copy anime characters. And then it hit me. I couldn't draw. And if you scroll all the way down to the very beginning of my art Instagram, you can see those images I'm talking about. I could not draw. Without a copy, I could not draw. And I could not use references. Because here's the thing, artists don't make art straight from their mind. Or more or less, they can, but it will take forever. A lot of artists, like, even if it's just yourself, you can take a photo of your hand and just trace over your hand. It's not a wrong thing. It's a very good thing to do, actually. And a lot of painters use references. I have a reference for what I'm currently painting. We're not going there. So I couldn't draw. I realized. I learned I could not draw. And so I was practically beginning from square one when it came to art. I need more white paint. I was practically at square one, and it felt like learning, you know, with baby steps all over again. And at some point, I got to where I am now, and I always think I wish I was learning the right way. It would have saved me so much more time. And at the same time, a bit of imposter syndrome keeps me thinking I'm really bad at art when it's not really the case. Because once you get good at something, you think everyone's like at least similar in terms of skill to you, and then you forget that not everyone's into art, not everyone draws. And I always like advise budding artists to don't do what I did. Don't copy other paintings. Drawings. Don't copy what other artists have already drawn. Like, there's a reason why art fundamentals consists of drawing real people, because of stylistic and cartoony art stem from understanding how people really look like. You need to understand basic shapes and real features to be able to draw correctly or make something look simple. Because if you just copy, and specifically in anime, and it's not, I don't want to get into it, this specific issue, but like a lot of the times anime characters are always white or straight noses, the typical features, European features, which is not a good thing because not everyone looks like that. And if you don't try other things, you are not going to learn. And you're going to be stuck drawing these Eurocentric features, and not a lot of people are going to be happy with you. You can do that, you do have the choice to, but if you're really trying to improve and you want to be more respected by other people, you don't have to do that. Because at some point, if you're always drawing white people, people are going to notice that. Like, I always push myself to draw very diverse things, and not even just with people, but also with animals. I've been painting a lot of animals lately to the point I realized I need to start working on humans again, which is what I'm currently doing. Although I'm not sure how well you can see what is on my thing right now. So these are my 2 cents on learning to do art. Art's hard though. Hobbies and stuff like this are hard. And for people who are trying to pursue it professionally, it's even harder. There are so many things you have to consider. And I'm just a hobbyist, and these are just the things I consider. I'm not even considering it at a professional level. But yeah. Don't do what I did. And don't stay in your comfort zone.